Numbers are moving.
Across the ocean, Birdie, far beyond the gloomy sea. There you'll find a true once lover, who is all this world to me. Let him think how once he faltered near the window by my side, when he asked me would I have him, asked me would I be his bride. Birdie, birdie, darling birdie, do not tarry on the way. When you hear the ocean murmur, birdie, birdie, fly away. Tell him how my heart is aching, aching that it gives me pain, that my pride would not allow him to return his words again. Take to him this golden ringlet, place it on his bosom there. Tell him, birdie, to remember how my curls once nestled there. Birdie, birdie, darling birdie, do not tarry on the way. When you hear the ocean murmur, birdie, birdie, fly away. When you hear the ocean murmur, birdie, birdie, fly away.
Hey. Very nice. Let me readjust this camera here. Peek at you. Let's see. Actually. All right. Let's see. That was the Creek Rocks. Out of Springfield, Missouri. Now out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Have a show this Saturday night at the Whitewater Tavern. Their first show as Little Rock residents. That beautiful song you just played, Birdie. Tell me about it.
Birdie, Birdie is a song we found on the Pretty Parler collection, which actually we're going to do as a follow-up to our last record, Wolf Hunter, and we're going to call it Pretty Parler Songs, and that's one of the first ones that we've got ready to go for that project.
Very cool. Let's see. New to Little Rock. We're in beautiful Hillcrest area. Was there anything that made you, what makes Little Rock so special? What brought you back here, I guess?
I was born here.
Yeah.
Well, our friends, I guess, having joined the Wildflower Review. We've been spending all our time with Amy Garland and Mandy McBride, and we just kept driving down here all the time to play with them, and so we decided we better.
Got tired of driving.
Yeah, driving back and forth after all the truck repairs and bail. We decided we better land somewhere.
Gotcha.
So
And those two hound dogs aren't getting smaller.
that's true. Yeah, they were kind of tired of living in the truck.
Very cool. And so, besides, I guess, the Wildflower Review and the Creek Rock Show are also working your political legs too.
We are. We're working for our good buddy Ross Nolan.
Ross Nolan!
Had to give him a shout out.
Ross is running for state rep here in District 33, and so we've been hitting the streets of Little Rock, just telling people about Ross and asking them to get out and vote in the primary May 22nd.
Gotcha. Now, a lot of people know Mark Ballou from Big Smith, who recently has seen a resurgence. Y'all have got a couple of dates coming up this summer, and
Yeah, we came out of hibernation, played New Year's Eve this year and the year prior to that, and then we've added a couple of shows this summer, and well, one in the summer, one in the fall.
there you go. And don't be surprised if you don't hear a couple of Big Smith songs at the Creek Rock shows too. Anyway, and Cindy, you started playing what, in college?
Well, I started playing guitar a little bit in high school, but yeah, I learned like 3 chords just so I could accompany myself at open mic nights, and yeah, I got me a steady gig when I was in Springfield in college, and just was basically a Lucinda Williams cover band. And every once in a while I'd slip something I wrote in there, but I was too shy to sing my own songs for a long time until he told me to.
There you go. You had a good mentor and a good creative writing person.
Mm-hmm.
And then you started opening for Big Smith, I guess. How many years ago was that?
Oh, goodness.
15?
Really?
I don't know.
That's probably right, yeah.
Probably around 05
Okay.
when Mark asked me to make a record with him, and that's the first time I started singing my original songs. And then so after we made that record, he had me open for Big Smith, just because he wanted to sell records.
Gotcha. And around that time, you had one of the coolest shows I've ever been to when you got to open for Levon Helm.
That was super cool. That was before that. I didn't have a record yet, and I might have played one original song, but I was just doing bluegrass songs. And yeah, I was playing every Wednesday at the bar next door in Springfield, and so he came to the bar next door, and the manager asked me if I wanted to open, and I was just like, my goodness, okay. So we watched the last waltz that day. Got really, really nervous, but then as soon as we met him, he was so sweet, and we had a great time. Yeah.
Very cool. So, and then Mark, you've got a solo record out also. What's it called? Remind me.
It's called First One Free.
Okay.
Recorded back in 2005 down in Mississippi with some good friends of mine. Carrie Hudson is all over the record playing electric guitar. Carrie Hudson from Blue Mountain.
Yeah, we're big fans of his here.
And Ted Gainey's the drummer, became a lifelong friend from that project. Bill Thomas from Big Smith played bass. We had a lot of fun.
Gotcha. So Big Smith and solo, and then Cindy's got 3 solos and the Creek Rocks album. And tell me a little bit about the Creek Rocks.
The Creek Rocks! Well, we were touring around as Cindy Woolf and Mark Ballou, and both of our last names are prone to misspelling. Like, I challenge anyone to find a poster of that billing where both of our names are spelled correctly. It's
Right.
actually a collector's item. So we said, this is not working. So we, on a trip from Colorado to Missouri, we were like, we're going to come up with with the band name, and that's where we ended up. We like the fact that it's a sentence, the Creek Rocks. And so our first record is, we decided to do 16 traditional tunes from the Ozarks. And that's where the Wolf Hunter name comes from, because of the two folklore collections that we drew the songs from. Max Hunter from Springfield, Missouri, John Quincy Woolf from Lyon College in a little town called Batesville, Arkansas, which I believe you're familiar with.
Indeed.
And so we put the two together and it became Wolf Hunter. It's like chocolate and peanut butter. And that's where the songs all come from. They're recordings that they made back in the 50s through the 70s.
I gotcha. Well, where can people find your music and info on upcoming dates?
Well, there's thecreekrocks.com, and we just 3 years after the album was done, we finally got it out into the digital world. I know it's on Spotify. It may be on iTunes. If not, it'll be there real soon. So
Okay.
We're re-releasing it in the digital world.
I like it.
It's just now coming out to most of the world. So.
But always your safest bet is to go through the artist website. So
Find us on Facebook too.
true. Well, alrighty. Speaking of the Wolf Hunter album and the Creek Rocks, would you do something off of Wolf Hunter that we can look forward to hearing Saturday night?
No, we won't. But we're gonna do. Of course, we would for you, Sarah. But we're gonna do this one.
Okay.
It's very much in the same vein as the Wolf Hunter songs, but it's
It
gonna
is a
be.
Wolf Hunter song.
What are we doing? I thought we were gonna do the. All right. Yes, we will.
Yay. Okay. Before you play it, though, tell us about this song.
Okay. Well, you caught me in a lie, actually, because I said it was 16 traditional songs from the Ozarks. This is the one song that's actually was, written by a couple of songwriters as opposed to coming out of the folk tradition. It was recorded by these two guys, Jamie Gately and Harold Morrison, back in 1961 on Rocket Records, which was a tiny little boutique label out of Branson, Missouri. And I started collecting these things, and we found one on eBay. The title of the song was Little Rock Rock. It was like, well, we have to have this. And so we won the auction and took it home, and it's delightful, and we were so thrilled. So it was a song recorded in Branson, which is near my territory, about Little Rock, which is her territory. Where this is just too perfect.
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, as their first time singing it as Little Rock residents. Exactly. Here are the Creek Rocks with the Little Rock Rock.
One, two, one, two, three. Well, I heard it from my mom and pa. There's a little rock in Arkansas where the Wildcats go out to fight, and they play that Little Rock Rock.
Well, they've got Sand Rock,
and they've got
Flint Rock, White Rock, Black Rock, Little Rock, Lemon Rock. There's no rock like a Little Rock Rock.
and they
Rock a little, rock a little rock, rock, rock a little, rock a little rock, rock.
Then they
Rock a little rock, rock, rock a little rock, 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 rock. All right.
well, the rich man, poor man, the beggar man, thief, doctor, the boy, and chief, everybody rock. Wouldn't no shocker when the rock fell down a Little Rock Rock.
Well, they've got
Sand Rock, and they've got
Flint Rock, White Rock, Black Rock, Little Rock, Lemon Rock. There's no rock like a Little Rock Rock.
and they
Rock a little rock, rock, rock a little rock, rock.
then they
Rock a little rock, rock, rock,
got sand rock, and they've got flint rock.
Rock, 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 do rock, when we rock. There's no rock like a little rock, rock.
And they
Rock
rock.
a little rock, 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 a little rock, little rock, rock.
Then they
Rock a little rock, little rock, rock, rock a little rock, little rock, 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 rock.
oh, it's a little rock.
There you go. All right, guys. We'll see y'all Saturday night at the Whitewater Tavern for the Creek Rocks.
I get to eat crawfish later.